All right. So, first of all, I'm getting really good at writing backwards. Like, I didn't know it was going to be this easy. Also, I know this is a lot of information, but this is great for just referencing back as we get further into it, right? So, and because these are just like hardcore rules of Spanish. So the more we go, you can just reference back to these videos and you'll understand, right? So, now what do you do when there are two verbs, right? I need to sleep, you need to run, right? Or I want to drink, or whatever. I can't think today. So anyway, so two verbs happen quite often. So and they happen all the time in English, and they happen all the time in Spanish, and it's very simple. It's just one rule you have to remember, and it'll make sense, right? So we know how to conjugate the verbs. Now, to put two verbs together, you cannot conjugate two at the same time. I need to sleep, right? So any verb is going to start with to do. So to sleep, to skate, to want, to jump, to run, right? Because it says like to need, necesitar with the ending, right? So that just means to need. You know, it doesn't say it's need because that's necesita, right? So you're going to use, anytime you see a verb, you're going to translate to English with to in front of it, to sleep. If you see a verb that is not conjugated, you will say to sleep, to run, to want, to need. That's very important. That helps you be able to translate things very easily, to just remember that. Now, if you see a verb that is conjugated, that means it's going to go first, right? So I need to sleep. Yo necesito dormir, right? So I have underlined dormir because it ends in IR, to sleep. I need, yo necesito. So that is conjugated because I need something. But to sleep does not need to be conjugated because we already know that I am talking about me, right? So I need to sleep. Yo necesito dormir. Another one. You need to run. Tú necesitas correr, right? So you need, tú necesitas, to run, correr. So we already know that you need to run, so we don't need to conjugate. Correr, tú necesitas correr. Tú necesitas correr, ends in ER, correr, to run. So that is one rule that is across the board, that never changes, always goes like that. In the future, it does change, like, I'm not going to go into it right now, but like you'll add like K in between and then you can conjugate again. Like, okay, creo que necesito correr. I believe I need to run. So the reason why I was able to, creo is conjugated, creer, creo, que, correr. No, what did I say? Oh, so creo que necesito dormir, right? So creo, I, que. So que changes it to that, right? So que can be what, where, that, right? So creo que, I believe that. Creo que necesito dormir. So now I've conjugated twice. So I believe and I need. The only reason why I was able to conjugate that at this both of them was because I used K in between, right? So I believe I need to sleep. And then what was the last verb? So it's three verbs in one sentence. I believe, creo, que, necesito, I need, dormir, to sleep. So anytime you get to the ending verb, it's gonna not be conjugated, right? Anytime you use to, sleep, to run, to walk, right? Always gonna end in IR, ER, or AR, no matter what. But if it says I, you, she, we, or they before the verb, you are going to conjugate it. Okay, you cannot say yo necesitar. I to need doesn't make any sense, right? So to translate literally, it is to sleep. So yo necesito dormir. I need to sleep.